In 1997, the former President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi visited Ugunja town. And the area member of parliament at that time was Bob Agri Orengo. And the police had strict instructions not to allow James Orengo anywhere near the venue, and if possible, confine him to his house. But James Orengo, being James Orengo, managed to maneuver his ways and passed several police roadblocks using a bike. And by the time the police realized, James Orengo was already walking to the podium. And because the people were with him, there was nothing the police could do to stop him. And when James Orengo was invited to address the meeting, he delivered a very powerful speech. And the people cheered James Orengo. And after delivering a powerful speech, James Orengo left the venue. And more than half of the crowd left with James Orengo. And while all this was happening, the former president was just seated there, watching and laughing. Because Moi knew so well that whatever Orengo was doing was not going to affect him in any way. And for those who remember, 1997, we were facing a general election. And Moi knew whatever Orengo was doing was going to affect him because he didn't expect to get votes in Ugunja. And he also knew that whatever Orengo was doing was not going to add James Orengo more votes. And that's exactly what happened yesterday in Meru County. In Meru, Kipchumba Murkomen, who is the majority leader at the Senate, together with his drunk friend, Moses Kuria, arrived in Meru for the BBI meeting, and they arrived late. And because the organizers had expected them to arrive late, they ensured they secured the VIP area. So these guys could not manage to find a seat. And then despite arriving late, when they were given a chance to speak, they spoke. And after delivering their speeches, which resonated so well with the people of Meru and the larger Mount Kenya region, they left again early, which in my view, I felt to be kind of disrespect to the organizers of the event. But personally, I don't even blame Moses Kuria and I don't blame Kipchumba Murkomen. I blame the organizers. Why do you allow people to come late to your event, give them space to speak, and then let them leave? But the question is, that move by Kipchumba Murkomen and the move by Moses Kuria to leave early and to cause that drama, is it going to add value to the person they support in the name of the deputy president, William Samoei Ruto? If their intentions was to stop the reggae, what can you say about it? Did they manage to stop the reggae? And my worry is not even that. My worry is just one. We know the people of central Kenya and the larger Mount Kenya region for the last 20 years have been taught one thing. They have been taught to hate Raila Amolo Odinga. So when Kipchumba Murkomen and Moses Kuria left, and half of the crowd left with them, the other half remained. That's what should worry these people. Because it shows that Raila Odinga is probably, people are starting to embrace him. But that's not even what should worry these people. What should worry these people most is the fact that someone like David Murathe could get the platform, address the meeting, and people cheering on David Murathe. I want you to listen to what David Murathe said at that event. And that's what should worry these people.
Muga, Bakaere, mimi naitwa Murathe, na mimi naongeaga ukweli. Si mnanijua? na mimi sitakagi ujinga. Kitu ya kwanza, hivi ando wa Mount Kenya, tutikwenderio guoya. Nema, tutikwenderio okay? Tutikwenderio guoya, that's number one. Number two, na hapa munisikize vizuri, mimi nilikuwa vice chairman wa Jubilee, nikapeana resignation. Tuju ako London, anakuja Wednesday, amepona. Kuna watu wanapanga sijui nini. Chama iko Jubilee iko imara, sawa sawa. Ya mwisho, kama wako wapi? Kama woka. Haya, twathiaga tukenete, tugacoka tukenete, rugendo rwitu rwarirega tugithie na tugicoka. Mnajua Gatanga cash crop yetu ni wimbo ama namna gani? Na la mwisho, Uhuru hata wachia mwizi hii kiti. Mumenielewa? Ama awachie mwizi? Awachie mwizi? Hata wachia mwizi.
No, that's David Murathe. And in my view, that's what should worry the allies of the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Why am I saying so? David Murathe is not your ordinary Kenyan. Probably before David Murathe came to this event, he had tea with the President Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember, in his speech, David Murathe also mentioned Rafael Tuju. And he mentioned something to the effect that certain people wanted to take Jubilee away. And I'm also sure that probably after this event, David Murathe went and met with President Uhuru Kenyatta and they had their favorite drinks. That's what should worry the allies of the deputy president, not the obsession with the Raila Amolo Odinga. I want to tell you one thing. Raila Odinga never got votes in Mount Kenya region. And I don't think the people who voted for Raila Odinga in Mount Kenya in the last general election will not fail to vote for him again. Raila Odinga can only gain votes in Mount Kenya region. His votes cannot go down in Mount Kenya region. The only person who needs the votes in Mount Kenya region is none other than the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. And I agree with the Kipchumba Murkomen and Moses Kuria. They must protect the territory. And they must incite the people against Raila Odinga because that's what sells to them. But what message are they sending out to President Uhuru Kenyatta? Remember, President Uhuru Kenyatta stated very clearly, in no uncertain terms, that he was going to take responsibility. He was going to take responsibility for the Building Bridges initiative. When Kipchumba Murkomen rose to speak, he talked about what Raila Odinga has been said or said before, about vifaranga vya computer, how Uhuru Kenyatta stole the elections. And what he was saying is probably the reason why Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta had the handshake. Uhuru Kenyatta, probably where he is well aware that Raila Odinga probably defeated him. He's well aware of that fact. And that's why he had the handshake. Kipchumba Murkomen is just okay. But I'm looking at this thing in a different perspective. And from my perspective, I think the deputy president might be gaining or might be losing. But I think he's losing because the Building Bridges initiative train left and is moving. And the organizers were very strategic. When they started with Kisii. In Kisii, the event went well. That's NASA's stronghold. Then they went to Kakamega. The event went well, despite the attempt by the DP and his allies to stop it. Then from there, it went to Mombasa. And we all know that in Mombasa, that's the first rally which Kipchumba Murkomen and the allies attended. And they heaped praise on Raila Odinga at that particular event. Then from there, it went to Kitui. They tried causing this commotion. Then from there, it went to Garissa. and now Mount Kenya. Then from Mount Kenya, this event went, no, before Mount Kenya, it went to Narok. And in Narok, because they knew the Maasais will not entertain them, they avoided Maasai like a plague. Then from there, it went to Mount Kenya. And then from Mount Kenya, it's going to Nakuru. Nakuru, they'll also create the chaos. Then from Nakuru, it's going to go to Eldoret. And in Eldoret, they're going to cause chaos. So it means at the end of the day, these guys will only count 3 regions where they are going to cause chaos. 3. How many regions do we have? The organizers of the BBI rally will sit down and list all the areas they have attended. And they'll only see 3 regions where they tried to stop the reggae. Then I'm looking at the timetable which these guys have created. The organizers have now included Kisumu. So from Eldoret, these guys are going to cause chaos there. Then the BBI will be brought to Kisumu. Then from Kisumu, on 28th, then on 4th, which is the last one, will be held in Nairobi on 4th of March. 4th of April, sorry. In Nairobi. So will they still go ahead and cause chaos in Nairobi and cause chaos in Kisumu? Because those ones are likely to be the climax of these rallies. I don't think they'll be able to succeed in doing that. So basically what these guys are trying to do, they're trying to protect their territory, which they're going to do so well. But the other thing which I think should worry them is what is not in Uhuru Kenyatta's mind. The question, and I read someone was saying that while these guys are focusing on Raila Odinga, people like David Murade are saying the truth. So the people of Central Kenya are allowing David Murade to speak and they cheer, while these guys are focusing on Raila Odinga. I'm going to wait and see how the Eldoret event is going to unfold and how the Nakuru event are going to unfold. And I'm sure those 2 events are likely to follow the pattern of what happened in Meru. But if Kipchumba Murkomen and the group wants to stop the Building Bridges Initiative rallies, they should only do one thing. They should stop the events preceding the main rally, because the main rally is purely political. I don't know what you think, but from me, that's my take. Thank you guys. And yesterday I was sick, and I think today I'm still feeling unwell. I had malaria, serious malaria. I went to Barding to visit a student there. Then I got sick on my way. I could not even drive home. I had to call someone to drive me home. Yeah, but I think today, after medication, I'm feeling a bit well. Though you can see I'm still sweating while doing this video. That's why I didn't follow that event very closely. But I followed it in the morning, everything which happened there. Thank you guys. And if you're bumping on this video for the first time, the best thing you can do is to take a second or 2 and hit the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this one, you get notified. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel will not be where it is. And as usual, you can always reach me on my WhatsApp number, which is 0777 741323. 0777 741323. Just reach me on that WhatsApp number. And just the only request I always make on this platform is for you guys to help me create interactions. You can only do that by dropping a comment. What do you think about Kipchumba Murkomen and Moses Kuria? And the best one also, you can also just give the video thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on how you view it. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Bye bye.